goat. King Jewel Plume was curious to know about the Brahmin with the goat. So Meghavarna told him the story. In a hut in a forest, long ago, there lived a Brahmin. He was invited to a ritual sacrifice in the town nearby. After the ceremony and the feast was over, he was given a goat as a gift. He was very happy, and picking up the goat, he put it across his shoulders and began to walk home through the forest. In the forest, there were 3 robbers who had not managed to get much that day. So when they saw the Brahmin going along with the goat, they thought this was a good chance to test their skills to get the goat from the fellow by using their wits. Let us delude him, they decided. Each of us will tell him he is carrying a dog. The puzzled Brahmin. So the first robber met him on the way and cheerfully asked him, "Hello friend, why are you carrying a dog on your shoulders?" "What a silly remark," said the Brahmin. "Can't you see it's a goat?" "Is it?" asked the robber. "Well, if you say so, that is fine." The Brahmin went along on his way. After a few miles, he was hailed by the second robber, who said, "Hey my friend, why are you carrying a dog on your shoulders instead of letting it walk?" This time the Brahmin was puzzled. "What? Dog again?" he thought. "I am carrying a goat, and both these fellows asked me why I am carrying a dog. I had better check." And so he decided to put the goat on the ground and look at it carefully. He checked it thoroughly and found it was actually a goat. Still puzzled, he picked it up again and walked on. The Brahmin loses his goat. The Brahmin was now thoroughly confused about whether it was a goat or a dog that he was carrying home. A few miles ahead, the third robber stopped him, saying, "Why are you carrying a dog? It is a disgrace for a Brahmin to carry a dog on his shoulders." This time, the Brahmin was frightened because 3 people had told him that it was a dog. He thought there was some terrible magic that made a dog look like a goat to him. Or was it some ghost which appeared a goat to him but turned into a dog while sitting on his shoulders? The scared Brahmin immediately dropped the goat and ran all the way home, frightened out of his wits. The robbers had managed to fool him properly. Coming out of their hideout, they picked the goat up and had a great feast in the forest. The lion's followers. "You see, sir," said Meghavarna, who was telling the story. "A saintly person can be fooled by a wicked man, even to the extent of killing himself." "How do you say that?" asked the king. "There is the story of Chitrakarna, sir," said Meghavarna. So he told Chitrakarna's story to the king. In a forest far away, a lion was the king. He was called King Big Head. He had in his court 3 creatures, a tiger, a jackal, and a crow. The 3 fellows hung around the lion. When he hunted down some prey, they too would share the king's feast. One day, the 3 found a strange creature who had strayed into the forest and lost touch with his herd. They heard his story and took him to meet the lion. He was a camel named Chitrakarna, and soon he too became a part of the king's entourage.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.